Hey everybody, this is Sir Smith82, and today we'll be doing a video on Ventura, the history of Ventura. We will be doing research for a profile video that I will be doing in the future, and it should be pretty fun. I will be live in about 3 minutes. Thank you. Welcome everybody, I'm Sir Smith82, and we're doing a profile on Ventura, California today. Historic San Buenaventura. Shop, surf, stay, eat. Rip curl. Okay, you see that as you're coming up the 101. It's an amazing view. So we're gonna go to this article from the Museum of Ventura, and it's going to explain to us the characters that brought surfing to Ventura or Southern California. So it started in Waikiki Beach, and I think we had Freeth and Kahanamoku that came here with a couple others. I'll tell you right here. Okay, so let's start this article right here. Readers of this issue of the quarterly, like the population at large, will fall into two groups. Those who have been out in the water on a board, some a great deal more than others, and those who have not had the pleasure. For both groups, we offer up a very subjective and all too brief history of the surfing in Ventura County, how it got there, as chronicled by Arthur Verge, professor of history and Los Angeles County lifeguard since 1974, and where it's going, envisioned by longtime Ventura surfboard shaper and surfer Stan Fuji. Sandwiched in between are excerpts from recent interviews with a sampling of surfers, surfboard shop owners, and surfboard manufacturers gracious enough to share their moments. Bill Flores, Jack Heron, Ned Bartles, Jack Cantrell, Tom Hale, Carl Pope, Mary Monks, and Bill Hubina, individuals who have witnessed the evolution of surfing in Ventura. Each instance, I have asked the interviewee a set of questions, the same set of questions, starting with a request to describe a circumstance surrounding their first time in the water on a surfboard. Now, about this description of surfing as a sport, the next time you encounter an article about surfing in the newspaper, notice how often the article is not in the sports section, but more often in the life or lifestyle section, because it is more than a sport. Same goes for notices of the passing of famous surfers, which hardly ever seems to be limited to the confines of obituary pages. Surfing cuts across all demographic sections, and most mornings, as the first sun comes gainfully employed, sitting on... Oh, no. As the first sunlight comes over the hills that fringe Ventura's coastline, there will be doctors, architects, construction workers, dentists, and the gainfully unemployed, to mention but a few vocations, sitting on their boards in groups, bobbing up and down as swells pass underneath, watching the horizon for a glint of the top of the next wave or set. This is more than a sport. Always has been. It's undeniably a part of life. And for those who have had the pleasure, well, that's a few of them. Use their own words in the following pages. Okay, so from the shores of Hawaii to the sands of California. This is by Arthur C. Verge. You can read this article, but it's Freeth and Kahanamoku and there's one, I think there's two more dudes. Ford, London. Yeah, okay. From a chance meeting between Ford, London, and London's wife at the Royal Hotel. So that's another character we have that was involved in bringing it over to California. They did expeditions. Duke Kahanamoku is a 5-time Olympic champion swimmer, spanning 12 years, so 1912 to 1924. He came here. They were doing expeditions all throughout. The other guys involved became like the Duke with Thatcher and students from a swimming expedition. But these guys became lifeguards in Los Angeles County and got medals for that kind of stuff. And here we go. Here's part of it. Freeth's impact on surfing was quickly felt. Working with land magnate Henry Huntington in Redondo Beach and Abbott Kinney, so in Venice. So Abbott Kinney is responsible for bringing the channels and the canals to Venice Beach, California. Just a side note. Freeth drew large crowds to each of their beachfront properties. Freeth performed surfing shows twice daily off Redondo Beach. That must have been fun. And at various times served as both a plunge and ocean lifeguard at both of these beaches. It was during this time as a lifeguard and swim instructor that he taught others in the sport in which he was so dominant. On Venice Beach, ocean lifeguards there called him King of the Surfers. That's dope. Damn, must be dope to be called that, huh? In Redondo, local advertisers billed him as the man who could walk on water. That's sick. Alright, but it wasn't just his uncanny ability on a surfboard that brought attention to Freeth. He was also a water safety advocate. Given the time period, most plunge attendees and beachgoers had little knowledge of proper swimming techniques, much less safety measures to practice when in the ocean. Prior to 1909, drowning was a common event, and Freeth took it upon himself to improve this woeful situation. Among his greatest accomplishments was the training of youngsters in the water sports in which he excelled, including speed and distance swimming, board and body surfing, water polo, high diving. From this young nucleus of watermen would emerge a modern ocean lifeguard service that is the envy of the world today. That's sick. He invented the lifeguards. That's dope. So there we go. We have a lifeguard, Emilio Flores, brother of Bill Flores, with perhaps Ventura's first locally made surfboard at the foot of C Street, circa 1932. That's sick. California Street right there. That's sick. I thought that was Rincon because that tree looked familiar, but no, I was mistaken. So let's go over here, and we're gonna look into the skating and surfing in Ventura real quick. We gotta go to the top of this article. Now, I really like this. This is really cool that Ventura did this. Props to Ventura. Ventura's surfing and skateboard history throughout the decades. This just like breaks it down for me completely. Surfboards strapped to sandy cars. Skateboarders trying new tricks under the Ventura sunshine. Surfing in Ventura. Skateboarding in Ventura. It just makes sense. Maybe because surfing and skateboarding are part of this community's very essence, skate and surf culture is in our blood and has been for as long as we can remember. Major skate and surf brands have originated in Ventura. Pal Peralta moved to Ventura in 2018, and Walden Surfboards has had a manufacturing facility in town since the early 90s. Pro skaters and surfers call Ventura their home. Curran Caples, Mike and Jake Anderson, Dane Reynolds, Sage Erickson, Lakey Peterson, and plenty more. We're a general beach town with surfers and skaters through our streets and in our DNA. True, all true. Literally passed down through generations. Take Mary Monks, aka Mondo's Mary. Mary Mondo's, for example. Mary is one of the first well-known female American surfers. Her favorite beaches to surf? Ventura beaches, hence her nickname, which references Mondo's, the break between Ventura and Rincon. Yeah, little mellow wave there, little mush burger. Mary Monk's doing the mush burger. 3 public skate parks are home to aspiring turned pro skateboarders. And it doesn't hurt that multiple pro skateboarders call Ventura home and can provide the up-and-comers some tips. Our very own Curran Capel showcased Ventura and Ventura County in a targeted commercial ad. Okay, let me bring this up and make sure the sound's good. And we'll play this ad. I've already played it to make sure that everything was cool in it. So cool. That's so cool. I wish I had gone to that skate park. I usually go to the one near the shopping center before Ventura. That was cool. Excuse me. All right. Let's keep going. Ventura has solidified its reputation of having real deal skateboarding culture. In 2023 and 24, Ventura hosted the X Games, the world's most elite extreme sporting event. I apologize, I had a cough. Ventura's 30 miles of clean coastline is a surfer's playground. Mondo's Beach, locally loved surfers Point C Street, and world-renowned Rincon Beach offers some of the best waves in the world. All Ventura, you bet, and we're proud of it. All right, let's check this out. So this view that you're seeing in the morning when the sun shines on it with the green hills in the winter, oh my God. Fresh rainstorm, you can have some dirty water, but man, oh man. This view from Rincon is insane. So, let's play this video. This is Chapter 11, Dane Reynolds' company that's out of Ventura. He had one location, and I think they've moved now, or maybe they have both locations. So, let's check it out. It's Chapter 11, that's his company. And go buy some. Support Dane. It's worth it. Look at that. He puts so much weight into his turns. So much power. Little Aton. Sorry, I don't have the sound on. I don't want to get copyright strikes. Look at that. Dane's ripping. Get it? Look, that's a dumpster diver, that one. I'll show you right now. And put it as the background. And there it is. It's right there. I put Bugs Bunny and Yosemite Sam on it. And then there's Gabriel Medina Cabianca model. Anyways, let's go back to the other one. I like that Ventura picture that was on there. Let's put this one on. There we go. There's a new one. There's all the surf spots. Now we'll go here. Get our video back on. It's a nice lens. That board looks so cool. Look at that. The air he does here is really cool coming up. It's like he gets this weird pop. I think it's right here. Yeah, weird pop. It just like pushed him. It was weird. That was a weird turn. That's just a crazy board, I think. Ooh, that's a cool shot. Agreed. Ventura is amazing. Look at this. Look at that shot. What a barrel. I think all the best barrels of my life have been in Ventura. Not all of them, but the top 10 for sure. You just get really good and barreled there sometimes. Way more than, well, I guess San Diego you get good and barreled too. Yeah, get it. That was sick. Pump. Yeah, that was nice. Get it, Dane. Oh, with those Vans booties. Yeah, sticking. Sticking. Those Vans booties. Look at that. Power through that. Is that Miggy? Get it. Pop. Nice grab. Ooh, close out. Cool, man. That was a good stall. Sweet. Ooh, was that Aton? Look at that, man. That's good stuff. Look at it. What? Ventura surfers doing their thing, man. Freaking Dane, dude. Dane is so good. Alright. We watched enough of that. Okay, so we gave Dane a lot of love. We gotta do like a Curran Caples video, right? I haven't watched much Curran Caples. That's nothing against them at all. I just haven't. So, let's educate ourselves. We're gonna watch Vans part, Curran Caples for Vans. This is a how many minute video? For Thrasher, looks like. Oh, what's going on? Okay, here we go. I don't think we can play the sound, but let's watch this. It'll be cool. Anyways, watch some cool skating. Oh, that's sick. That park looks fun. Dude, that's a rad little bank. Yeah. Dang. Tray flip on there? Oh, that was neat. Nice. Is that a nose blunt? That was gnarly. Over that fence. Whoa, that's cool. Uh-oh. I have to mute it for a second. There we go, there we go. That was gnar. Look at that. The escalator. That was sick. Yeah, that's Ventura, I think. We like disastered it. Look at that line. Oh, how cool is that? What a good shot. Good filmer. That was filmed so exceptionally. Look at this. This creative. Nice. That was ill. That was such good lock-in. Oh, that's a fun little bank section. Over the trash can. Damn. Damn, this part's good. Look at that. Whose pool is that, you think? Look, he's in like collared shirt, just cruising. I like his style. He's always just like cruising. Boom! On the window seal. A little schoolyard action. That wall ride. That was nice. That was sick. Oh, 405? Whoa, that's an interesting spot, man. I wonder what made him think of that. That was sick. Look at that lady was stoked. She was so stoked. A burrito, dude. Here's your burrito, bro. There you go. Enjoy. Oh, it's tacos. Oh, it's a quesadilla. Gotta have your quesadillas, dude. Get it, son. That is a sick bank. Dude, that is a sick spot right there. That 90-degree bank with that 45 angle. That is so sick. Dude, that's sick. This part is good. That was cool. Oh, I like tech stuff like that. Stylish tech stuff. Alright, I have to. That's enough. We watched most of it. That was a good job. Good job, Curran. Good example. I gotta copy that real quick and like it. There we go. Folder. Whatever. Done. Let's like it. Save it. To skate. Surf talk. There we go. All right. So let's look what else we have to offer. Let's check it out. Check out the merchandise. I'll show you my favorite one. This one's cool. Shit waves, Ventura. I just like it. He's funny. He's got a really good sense of humor. Dane does. Ventura, California, Reynolds Beer Removal Service. Let's check these out. Those are cool. The pup. I like it. It's like your doodles in high school. That's tight. Yeah, I like that one. Greetings from Ventura. Yeah, I'm gonna buy this one. Yeah, definitely buying this one. Yeah, bookmark that so I can buy it. Done. Oh, it's unavailable. Small's unavailable. Medium? Oh, they're all unavailable. They're sold out, dude. That sucks. Ventura sucks. Tell all your friends. That's awesome. What a good sense of humor, man. Oh, let's go forward again. That's sick. Let's watch a commercial. It'll be funny. He's got a really good sense of humor. We'll put the sound on for this one. All right. That's great. Some pennies and a couple dollars. Crown Plaza. I love that hotel though. That's awesome. He edited it on everyone. That's good stuff, dude. That's a good sense of humor, man. You're so funny, dude. Let's do the other one. That was funny. That was worth it. Let's do. I like the kids cartoon. I've seen this one before on Instagram. Look how sick that is. They should totally make a cartoon like this. That's sick. That's neat. Save the videos on the internet. Okay, that's it. Small wave support route. Stuck in a rut? Yeah, get it. Bobby, Britt, Merrick. Oh look, this is awesome. It's got everyone. Seiji. Okay. I love that jersey. Prime ticket. King of beers. Britt. It's a cool Channel Island shirt. Oh. Shots fired. What's a step up? There's Dane. What's he doing? Welcome. That's good acting, dude. Aton's character is awesome. That's a good joke. I think it's best if you left. Oh! Oh. Oh man, this is good stuff. That's so good. Nice. That is beautiful. It's a good shape. Watch him rip it. Look how far forward his feet are. Wow, that was cool. Thanks, Dane. Alright, that's chapter 11. You guys go buy the merchandise. It's amazing. Love it all. Alright, what are we off to next? Let's get back to Ventura skateboarding. Okay, we spoke to the two Goliaths in their respective realms to share their take on surfing and skateboarding history in Ventura. Bill Blinky Hubina, Ventura surfboard shaper icon, who was inducted into International Surfboard Builders Hall of Fame in 2022, and owner of the Ventura Surf Shop, which I frequent, and Dave Balton, a Ventura skate shop manager for the past 40 years. He currently manages Black Hole Skate Shop. Ventura is proud to have such a rich history of these two activities. Really, these two lifestyles. We're proud to be hometown of so many pro surfers and pro skaters. With further ado, let's start at the beginning of history in the 1960s. Look at that. That's a cool picture. What a good pick. The reflection. That's a really good pick. Hollywood surfer film Gidget was released in 1959, introducing surfing to American pop culture. The movie's success put Ventura's surf scene on the map, with a large swath of surfing newbies wanting a piece of our cool surfing vibes. The Beach Boys album Surfing USA was released in 1963. I love that album. And the Ventura County line gets a shout out in the title of the song's lyrics, which is sick. Super sick. I remember seeing those lyrics and being so stoked to hear it. It seems like everyone wanted to be a surfer and live the California dream that they hear on the radio and see on the silver screen. And Ventura is the perfect coastline to live out the classic California surfing dream. Welcome to the golden age of surfing. Everyone wanted to be a surfer from the movies. There were only like 20 spots along the entire coast of California to surf, so everyone would come to RimCon, Blinky explained. There were waves for everybody, and everybody wanted to just hang out and meet each other. Let's get down to the facts. Ventura was the home to 3 surfboard businesses in the 1960s. Tom Hale opened up the very first Ventura surf shop. Shortly after, Maury Pope opened on Front Street. The former of the duo was known for making rare Australian surfboards and some of the first surfboards with removable fins. That's cool. Thank you. William Dennis, home to our very own Blinky, opened the same decade and, after a long journey, found its way home to Ventura Surf Shop on Thomas Boulevard, making some of the first shortboards in California at large. Maury Pope. Sick. Carl Pope and Trisick, 1964. That's sick. And we can't forget a surf competition that put Ventura on the map. Tom Maury of Maury Pope. Is that Maury Boogie Boards too? Is that the same Tom Maury? Hosted the first professional surfing competition right at C Street in 1965. The nose riding competition is an event that will go down in history. It's true that during the 60s, the surfboard business in Ventura was fluid, with the owners of these early surf shops collaborating with the often branching out from each other. In a way, this dynamic between surf shops perfectly demonstrates what the golden age of surfing was to Blinky. An era of friendliness and just riding the waves together through the California dream. 1970s. While surfing had its heyday in the 1960s, skateboarding was starting to make its way to Ventura's streets. In 1970, Dave, who moved to Ventura in 1974 as a young kid, said he never seen a skateboard until he moved to California. Dave remembered one of his first skateboard venues in town at Camino Reals Park, a sidewalk through the hills. As he put it, riders on bikes and skateboards would use his long sidewalk to circle around the baseball park. Down the road in Oxnard, Endless Waves Skate Park made strides as a hot spot for skaters in Ventura County during the 1970s. As a full cement skate park with a snake run bowl and pipe, Dave remembered Endless Wave Skate Park as one of the most influential skate parks in the county. So I've never seen this skate park, and I've heard of it. So I'm excited, super excited to see this video. So let's make sure we got it on mute. I don't think we might not need it on mute. I'll mute it if music comes on.
You know, I always wanted to design a park because I always kept saying, God, all these people are blowing it. They don't know exactly what the skater wants because they don't even know how to skate. You know, it's just visualizing it was all coming, you know, reality. Going,
this
wow,
guy's a hero.
It was so hot. It was really, really nice. You know, it's like a dream come true.
Look at that. That looks so fun. Imagine on my surf skate, my yow, my fanny yow. Rip through that thing, man. That looks so fun. I want to skate that now. It looks smooth, too. Looks like they did a good job. Look at that, man. Dude's ripping.
Kent Senatori and Dogtowner Shogo Kubo
Dogtowner.
come to put Jerry's
Some Venice skaters, huh?
pool to the test.
I dig skating the pool because it's really a good pool. It's really shaped well. You know, you can do a lot of things. You can draw a lot of lines.
Hell yeah.
All the locals, you know,
That place is sick.
Thing every day. And even the worst skater can get good. And that's what I designed my park for. You see, it's designed for the average skater and even the beginner to advance to a pro skater's, you know, level.
That looks so fun.
Tony Alva describes some of the maneuvers.
Tony, dude.
This is Shogo Kubo doing some frontside carves with an intense surf style.
Intense surf style, dude. Oh, frontside air.
And jumping off the edge. It's like just an edge aerial. He makes it every time.
An edge aerial, he calls it.
Frontside kick turns.
Wow.
Do a frontside aerial. More frontside kick turns. A grinder, but he didn't make it.
A grinder.
Shogo Kubo again.
Let me take off the
Frontside
Ventura
cars.
overlay. It's getting in the way.
Frontside cars are harder than backside cars. An attempted frontside aerial.
So rad. I love watching this early skate footage, man.
Valdez with the tail tap.
Oh, that was rad.
Tail tap. Into another Jer tap. And the last Jer tap.
I don't get it. Is it a Jer tap if you grab your nose and then tap it? I don't know. Tap, was it like a 5-0 stall with like a nose grab? I don't know. I don't know what that is. No clue.
It's essential to keep physically fit so you can endure all the thrashings that you're going to give your body, like myself.
Oh, yeah.
I would do myself a lot, so I need to be healthy.
Alright, we got the gist of that, right? That was really good, though. That's a really good video. I would definitely watch that fully off screen. Okay, so in 1976, a skateboard contest is hosted in Ventura. To have skateboarding competition during skateboarding's infancy in Ventura was remarkable. All right, we gotta watch. This is some freestyle stuff, man.
You ready? Ready?
I'd like to see Andy Anderson battle these dudes.
Set, go!
Look at him go, dude. Yeah, bro. Get it.
All right, y'all ready to go?
That's sick. All right, let's skip forward a little bit. We got a little longboard action. I just want a little sample of what's going on here. Oh, sick, man. That looks dangerous. Barefoot? With those trucks? Yeah, dude is ripping on that little stick. Dude, that looks dangerous, though, man. That's so unstable. Wait, what? Oh, dude, he just... Wait, we gotta watch. This is a sick part. Yeah, get down with the freestyle, dude. It's all in Ventura? Dude, did you see that? Alright, that was too cool. Alright. Okay, you got it, Ventura. You're cool. You're the coolest. You win. Alright. Alright, let's get to it. Meanwhile, surfing entered a new era, the shortboard revolution. Ooh, that's my revolution. It's the colored revolution. Oh, sorry. I get carried away. Meanwhile, surfing entered a new era, the shortboard revolution. Out of the longboarding of the 1960s and in the new shortboarding of this decade, shortboards were easier to move in the waves, and hit the water with a bang. Blinky said he remembers the shortboard culture as incredibly new and a bit angsty, a testament to the fact that the innovation of surfing was moving fast in Ventura. In 1979, the first Rincon Classic was founded by a crew of local surfers considered as the Super Bowl of local surfing competitions in town. Household names like Tom Curran, Bobby Martinez, Chris Brown, Kim Mierig, Davey Smith, Dane Reynolds, to upcoming stars like Lakey Peterson, Connor and Parker Coffin, Demi Bolsteri, I don't know how to say her name right, I'm sorry, I apologize, and Killian Garland have surfed the Rincon Classic. Little did they know in 1979 that the locals competition would serve as a celebrated community gathering to this day. The 1980s. Alright, you guys, I think we're nearing an hour long right now. So we're going to do a volume 2 of this, and we'll get to the 80s. We'll save that. Save that to our bookmarks. We'll get to the 80s, and I think we're going to call it a night. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm Sir Smith 82, and this is California Surf, Skate, and History. Please like, follow, and tell me what you want to see next time. Peace.